Here's exactly what you guys are going to be getting today. The real 2026 Universal Orlando ticket prices, the biggest Florida resident and military discounts, as well as the smartest ways to save money for your upcoming trip to Universal next year. And I'm going to warn you guys right now, Universal has some changes that are coming, and most guests do not know about it yet. Before we jump in, hit like, subscribe, and comment exactly where you want your next Orlando vacation to be: Universal, Disney, SeaWorld, or Epic Universe. And stick around, because later on in this video I'm revealing one discount that surprisingly beats the Florida resident offer, and almost nobody talks about it. Seriously, not even the Orlando travel channels tend to mention this one. Plus, at the end, I'm going to be showing you guys which Universal tickets not to buy in 2026, because they're a waste of money unless you know this one trick. Alright, let's get into it. So Universal's pricing changes constantly, but here's the Universal truth. The earlier you buy, the more you guys tend to save. 2026 continues that trend and uses a database pricing model, so costs depend on your travel month, the crowds, as well as the holidays. So here's the verified price structure for 2026. So for regular park tickets, the one park per day, one park only pass in the low season is going to run you about $119 to $139 per day. The normal season rate is $144 to $159 per day, and some peak season pricing is going to be $169 to $189 per day. So the two-park park-to-park pass allows you to hop between Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure, and in the low season it runs for about $179 to $214. In the normal season it runs for about $219 to $239, and in the peak season runs for about $259 to $289. So park-to-park is required if you guys want to ride the Hogwarts Express. Keep this in mind, and trust me, Universal 100% made sure of that. So for the 3-park, which allows Universal Studios, Islands of Adventure, as well as the water park Volcano Bay, in the low season you guys can see $234 to $279 for the 3-park, and in the high season $304 to $334. And a quick fun fact about this is that Volcano Bay is technically the water theme park, which is why the 3-park price is higher. They really want you to jump into a volcano right before lunch. And in a minute, I'll show you guys the 2026 hack that can get you 2 days for the price of one. But first, let's hit the Florida resident deals, because they tend to sell out fast. So buy a day, get a day free. This is going to be for Florida residents only. This is one of Universal's strongest deals every single year. And yes, the 2026 version for these tickets is 100% confirmed. So basically, you buy 1 day park to park, you get your second day free. This is valid through February 25th, 2026. So remember what I said. You're going to want to book it as soon as possible, and make sure you book before February 25th, 2026. These tickets are not sold at the gate, and they're 100% online only. So this means Florida residents will get 2 full days in Universal Studios and in Islands of Adventure for the price of one. And because it's park to park, you guys get the Hogwarts Express for both days. And if you guys completely want to level it up, add in Volcano Bay for just $29. So Florida residents can add Volcano Bay for $29 more, which is one of the cheapest add-ons that Universal ever offers. So if you guys have a free day and want to drop down a volcano at 40 miles an hour, I recommend doing it. And if you scream on the way down, it's okay. Everyone at Volcano Bay is doing the same thing anyways. So quick reminder, if you guys are enjoying the savings breakdown so far, I've already uploaded my full Orlando playlist plus last week's Disney 2026 ticket pricing video, which you guys will absolutely want to compare right after this. So Universal and Disney are playing pricing chess for 2026. So knowing both sides of the deal will help you save some real money. So let's get into the biggest Universal discount of all, the military pricing. So here's the fully verified, accurate 2026 military pricing based on the Universal's official military releases and authorized base ticket offices. So for the 2026 Military Freedom Pass, this is valid from November 13th, 2025 to December 18th, 2026. So you literally get over 13 months of access to the parks for just these prices. So for the 2-park Freedom Pass, which allows you Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure, that's just $220 per adult, or $215 for children aged 3 to 9. And for the 3-park Freedom Pass, which adds in Volcano Bay, adults can get this for $255 and children for $250. So this is one of the best deals that you guys are going to be able to find in Orlando, period. You guys are basically getting over a year of unlimited access for the price of a normal 2 to 3 day ticket. This is completely unheard of. So some important notes for this ticket. It cannot be purchased at the Universal front gate. You have to get this in advance. And it must be bought at the base ticket offices or Shades Green. And eligible military or retired members can buy up to 6 Freedom Passes, but one must be used by the service member. Make sure you guys remember this. And it requires ID activation at Universal as well. So the blockout dates for these passes is going to be December 25th, 2025 to January 4th, 2026, or March 30th to April 6th, 2026. And the only Volcano Bay blockout that's listed is October 26th to December 18th of 2026. So something important to note is that this does not include unlimited Epic Universe access, but military members can buy exclusive Epic Universe one-day tickets once their Freedom Pass is fully activated. So in a moment, I'll tell you guys the best week of the entire year to use these tickets, especially if you're active duty and you travel on a tight schedule. So stick around. So let's jump into some of those additional bonus discounts that most people miss with the Universal parks. So Universal also offers AAA discount, Costco discount, AARP discount, as well as Undercover Tourist discounts. Let's break those down real quick. So the AAA discount is small but reliable savings on those base tickets, and it works best for those single or those 2-day trips. In terms of Costco travel, those are the occasional 3-park and the hotel bundle deals. That's where you'll get the most bang for your buck. And this can actually beat the Florida resident price if you time it the right way. And in terms of the AARP deal, this has some limited Universal offers, but it's the best for booking discounted partner hotels. And moving on to Undercover Tourist, this tends to be $10 to $40 cheaper per ticket, and this is a fully authorized seller by Universal. And this pricing actually is pretty dynamic and sometimes ends up beating Universal's own website. So don't buy Universal tickets on Facebook Marketplace unless you guys enjoy donating money to whoever's selling it to you. All right, let's talk about the 2025 holiday setup and what you guys could expect to see around Christmas time of 2026 in the Universal parks. So if you're planning that Christmas 2026 trip, here's what Universal has already started setting up for 2025. And this stuff is going to be active as of November 21st. So the Hogwarts Castle Christmas Projection Show, the Holiday Parade, which features Macy's balloons, Grinchmas is going to be over at Seuss Landing. This is a must-see. Holidays typically begin around early November, and the decorations start appearing in late October. So this is exactly why late November is one of the best times to travel and visit the Universal parks. You guys get the full Christmas setup, but you also get those lower prices before school breaks hit. And in terms of the best time to visit the park in 2026, I want you guys to beat the crowds and save the most amount of money you can. So the best weeks to go is going to be January 8th to January 28th, February 1st to February 21st, April 21st to May 16th. The whole month of September is a great time to go, as well as the first week in November, where the Christmas stuff tends to be up and the crowds are way down. So the worst weeks to visit Universal in 2026 is going to be the Christmas to New Year time frame, spring break, which tends to be late March to early April, the 4th of July week, as well as Thanksgiving week. All those major holidays and time periods tend to be the busiest. All right, let's talk about the final money-saving strategy, which is a huge cheat code for 2026. So here's the discount that nobody tends to talk about. That's going to be the Florida resident 2-day free add-on months. So every year, Universal quietly drops short-term promotions, like buy 2 days, get 2 free, buy 3 days for $159, buy 2 parks for $169. So they don't announce these deals early, and you only catch them if you're checking monthly, which I'll do for you, so make sure you're watching these videos. So stick with the Castaway Travelers, because even when these surprise deals hit, you guys will hear it here first. So if you guys want more fast breakdowns like this, I want you to check out my Universal Orlando playlist right after this, and watch my Disney 2026 ticket prices video from last week. That one will save you even more money because Disney changed their pricing rules as well. So hit like, subscribe, and drop a comment about where you're traveling to next in Orlando. I respond to every single person that comments. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next Orlando video. Keep traveling.